Welcome back to Inside the Ring. Max Kellerman, Ryan Garcia, Mike Coppinger, Shady McCoy, and we are joined now by a man I have been trying to get to sit down for an interview since back in the ESPN that I was doing Max on Boxing like it was 3, 4, 5 years ago. Boots Ennis. What's going on, Boots?
What's going on? What's up?
What's up? Why you been ducking? Where have you been?
I've been chilling, laying low, man, getting ready for my fights.
Before we start with anything, the newsiest thing in the last couple weeks until very recently was you having sparred with Canelo when he was getting ready for Terrence Crawford. What was that like?
It was a great thing. I went out there, as everybody knows, I'm moving up to 154, so why not go out there and put my my skills against a 168 pounder and see how I do. It was a great thing. A great experience. I went out there for my first 2 weeks of camp. Got in great shape. For my upcoming fight for this Saturday, and it was a great time. I enjoyed myself.
Philly Boots, what's up, brother? Happy to see you.
Oh boy, Here we go.
I'm just saying, it's always good. I've been waiting for this interview. You haven't been on here. We've been looking for you, but a quick, the piggyback off you real quick. When you was training out there with Canelo and camp with him, right, to get him ready for the fight, did you know that Crawford would dominate him like that? Because you guys are kind of similar. People like to say y'all switch hit. Because you feel that it might be a good night for Bud just for training against Canelo and seeing how he looked in camp?
I didn't get to see. I didn't watch it or anything, but that was a great victory for Terrence Bud Crawford. He did a historical thing for him and his family and his team, and he did a good job. Yeah. He made a big statement.
Yeah, Boots, Mike Coppinger here. Obviously, a lot of people wanted to see you versus Terrence Crawford. We're not going to get that fight. But now that you're at 54, the fight we want to see, right, is you and Vergil Ortiz. There's been a lot of talk about it happening next year. Are we going to see it?
I did my part. I signed my part, but I fight this Saturday, so main focus is October 11th. We're not looking past nobody. We staying focused on task in hand. Trying to get this money. Trying to make a statement at 154, and then we talk about these other guys after that.
Yo, Boots, what's up, man? I know we never met, but I definitely wanted to ask you, who's your dream fight? Who do you see yourself having a mega fight with in your career that's gonna, transcend you to the next level? Any
of the champions, Vergil Ortiz, it's a super fight. Any of the champions at 154. I'm here to make my mark. And it's starting this Saturday on October 11th.
Okay, cool.
So you got the Ring Magazine belt, which really means you're the champion of a division at welterweight. You have a lot of guys running around here with belts in this, 4 division, 5 division so-called champion, but they've never really been the champion of any division. They've been the champion of a sanctioning body. You got the Ring Magazine belt as the welterweight champion. Now, it's easy for guys like me to sit up here and talk about the significance of that. Maybe it means something to the fighters, maybe it doesn't. What does it mean to you?
Everything. I was able to accomplish, one of my goals, and that's to become ring champion. That's one of my favorite belts. So, and being in a historic, I'm in the books basically at 147. And not too many people could say they held the Ring Magazine title. So yeah.
See, that's right.
And I'm glad I'm able to say I held the Ring Magazine title. I think the last few people that held it at 147 was Bud and Floyd Mayweather and top guys.
See, when you trace back lineage, guys, of champions in divisions, there are lots of belt holders, but who was the man who beat the man who beat the man? Or that man leaves and now a new guy has to establish himself as the man. Boots, when you say you're in the record books now, you're right. It's in a different kind of way. You were the welterweight champion of the world. There aren't that many of those guys. What is that in terms of your legacy? What is it? I know we're throwing different names out and you're throwing names out. What is it you're looking to accomplish in boxing other than, of course, making a lot of money? That's your profession. But what is it you're looking to accomplish in terms of your legacy?
My legacy, it's time to, for me, my legacy is to be, collect them belts, be multiple weight division champion, undisputed at 54 if possible, and keep doing it each and every week class, 154, 60, and, maybe 68. That's my goal, and to fight these top guys. And, it's going to happen, one by one. We're going to bring them.
Yeah, Boots, and this Saturday, you're going to have your first fight at 154 against Lima. Lima, fifth straight fight as an underdog on the road. Why did you pick him?
I'm glad to be able to fight, a top 10 guy, at 154. He's very confident, and I'm, he, like you said, he a road warrior. So, he been beating some of these guys. So, I'm glad to have a confident guy in front of me, and I'm going to show the world, the new Boots at 154.
Bad Benny Briscoe, Joe Frazier, Bernard Hopkins.
Okay.
You have some Philadelphia fighters. It's one of the great fight towns in the world. Is that something that is important to you to establish yourself as the next great Philadelphia fighter?
Not only just great in Philly, just great in the world, and it's going to start on Saturday. Like I said, we're going to knock them down one by one. Just keep it on one by one, each bowling pin, and it's going to be. They're going to see. The world going to see.
So we talked about certain names. You have received a lot of criticism. I mean, what can you do at times? Like someone online is going to criticize you, but you have received criticism in the boxing press and in the boxing kind of echo chamber about not fighting top fighters or not doing everything you can to make fights with top fighters. Do you have a response to that criticism?
I ain't got nothing to say. Like I just said, we're going to bring them in one by one. And we're going to shut everybody up one by one. Just everybody be patient. And make sure y'all tune in Saturday, and then we're going to take it from there.
All right, Boots Ennis, thank you for finally sitting down with me. I've been trying to get you on the air for years now. The elusive Boots Ennis.
Appreciate you guys.
Good luck, Boots. I'll see you this
Best
weekend,
of luck.
dog.
Yep.
Put that show on for the C like you always do.
Appreciate it.
Hold it down.
Will you stop
For
rooting
sure.
for 5 seconds?
Yeah, right.
This dude's shady, man. You find out
I mean, what you been saying?
someone's from Philly.
He hold that thing down. What's
It
wrong
is
with
a
that?
wrap. Thanks, Boots.
All right, appreciate it.
Just a reminder, Boots Ennis makes his 154-pound debut this Saturday exclusively on DAZN against Uisma Lima. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, live from Philadelphia.